Hello, I am Joshy, and I'm going to be making a fair few videos, hopefully a little series, about me playing on this server called Celestial MC. The IP will be in the description. It's a geopolitical kind of nation server with, like, space, basically. You can fly up in, like, ships, and then you go into, like, space all the way up there, as you can see behind me. And then there's other planets. It's massive, it's amazing. There's like moving ships, moving spaceships, moving cars, moving everything. Big like laser blasters, and you can build basically whatever you want, and it's on a huge scale. This map is like I'm pretty sure the one I'm on currently is like 16 by 16K, and then like you can go to space and fly to a different planet of like the same size, and there's like 8 planets in them, I do believe. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on. Um, I've been playing the betas, so as you see, there's the waypoint behind me called Town One. I found that on one of the betas and I started designing stuff for it. So we're gonna walk down there, get some stuff, get it claimed up, and I might, if I get there and there's still time left in the episode and I still want to record some stuff, I will go on the build server which I have and design a little bit of the city. We're gonna kind of go for a more of like an industrial revolution kind of vibe. So start walking. There we go. I mean, this server, I think, released fully today. He said there's going to be a fair few bugs, and there might be. And I mean, there's been a fair few crashes today. I mean, spawn is literally all the way up here, which is where I started recording the first time. I've tried a few times on my way down to record again, and we're now here. And this is from the beta when I got all the way down. We're kind of live on this like little peninsula and start like a trading nation where like we trade with everybody else. I want to kind of take over this peninsula and then maybe get the other side of the peninsula. But I've already started kind of designing some kind of like industrial revolution kind of type stuff. I think I've only taken up this much space so far. So we'll go see. Town 1 is 4,000 bucks away. I started with the iron stuff. I picked up some terracotta on the way down because I'm probably going to use that in some of my buildings. But no, it looks really promising, and hopefully the war system's alright. In case it ever gets enough players that I start doing war with somebody. How many's on right now? There's 4 of us, which isn't horrible considering it's a pretty quiet server at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's going to pick up now that it's been fully released. I would like to say the world generation. So I talked to him a fair bit about the world generation. He has made a code, a custom one, which will make the world generation for him. Like, he doesn't have to do any input. He just flies over it, sees whether he likes it, and says yes or no. This one I really like. It's definitely got like the kind of diversity. Like, look, this is a massive open desert. I think this is like marsh. It tells you actually what they are. This is arid spikes. So I take it down there. There's some. No, that's just puddles of water. So this is arid spikes with a clear lack of spikes. This is shrubland, which I mean it does kind of look like it, you know. Desert, you know, desert terraces, Badlands boots. So we're down here in the dry woodlands. So this is, you know, there's a hell of a lot of variation on this map, and like the rivers look amazingly massive. It'll definitely fit like all the kind of boats I want to make. So even though this is a space server, I kind of want to. Oh, zombie. I kind of want to start by making a normal navy because I kind of want to like build this up just for me because obviously, I mean, when you start, you get given this barrel, which gives you a starter ship, so you can fly to whatever planet you want to start on. But I kind of liked the starting planet, which is what this is. That's a player marker that way. You see on my map, that marker there is for players. Oh, it's a raider. Right, so these are raiders which cost only spawn. I'm going to use my gun, which I got at the start, to fight him. hit him once. Quick 360. What's he dropped? Nothing of that much worth. I don't know what this is. I think this jump core allows you to jump to any planet you want. Creeper. Yeah, I kind of want the gunpowder. Also, you get credits for killing things. I'm pretty sure there's a I know there's space stations which you can do like custom trading at. So like it's a way to make money. It changes very often. I think it changes multiple times a day, but like it's always changing from the same pool. So like you can have a look. It'll tell you it'll change in like 5 hours, and like it's selling like leaves for so much. I think that you can grind your leaves, go up and sell them to make money. But that's up in space. But as I was saying before I got distracted by the player icon, there's another one. It's gone. Anyway, but as I was saying before I got distracted, I, for myself, I kind of want to build this up. I want to start on this planet by making a few naval ships and kind of mucking about with them, and making a few, kind of just industrial setups. Because I know there's a full industrial system which I'm gonna have to learn at some point. Ooh, gold. That gold was a different color. There was something there. Whatever it was is now gone. But yeah, I basically kind of want to build it up, start by making like my normal boats and my normal industry, which I'm gonna have to learn, and then I'll start making spacecraft. Because when you go to space, I'm pretty sure they have like um, boats, like spaceships, which are fully controlled by like NPCs, so that you can fight against like pirates in space. But then again, you can also become pirates and fight against like merchant vessels that'll be in space, which is really cool because space is like very big. So you can't, even if like we had 800 players online, you probably can't fill it. So everybody's always interacting. So having like NPC ships makes it that even if you're not on at peak hours, it always feels like there's a slight risk involved. There you go. There's custom like better guns than this pulse cannon. There's some other things. I think there's custom drills. I'm not really sure what everything is. I never fully dived into the industry side. The way that they use the boats is like Movecraft, which you guys probably some of you might know. But I don't know if they fixed it. But normally, base Movecraft can look a little bit janky, but also it allows you like full customization on appearance of your ship. So I see it as like a valid trade-off because I do quite like making my own ships because I class myself mainly as a builder. Um, One other little thing I kind of want to do throughout this series is um, when I like design stuff, I don't want to just go, yeah, so I built this and then show you guys it built on the server. I want to record some stuff from when I'm building it on the build server and then put it through to now. Like, so I can show you like me designing it on the build server. Then I'll show you maybe me collecting some of the materials and stuff. But just because I feel like a lot of people, when you watch their videos, they're like, yeah, I designed this stuff. This is what it looks like. I more want to go through like the process of how I like lay out the town, the kind of little gimmick rules I know about building, the way I like to personally build. And also like the theme I'm doing, it's not a ridiculously unpopular theme. I mean, for this server, it probably is because people will either do the normal one and go like fancy, which would be kind of weird, or they'll go like mega sci-fi, or maybe just normal modern. I don't think like kind of industrial revolution will be that popular, but in general, I don't think it's one of the most popular ones. So it'd be it give people who like watching industrial things get built something to watch. Hi guys, so I just done a little bit more walking off camera, so I kind of left you guys I think about here, and we're now down here. We're a hell of a lot closer. I just want to say, look at that volcano, which is probably what I'm going to go over and like, have a look at. But a few other things. Earlier I mentioned that like I wanted to show you the process of me building. I'm debating about also maybe putting in the process of like me making the law for the nation, which, excuse me, you might hear from me yapping whilst I'm recording and stuff, like me explaining kind of what I want. But I don't know. I might go through in a little bit more detail, like showing me like writing up some wikis or going through wikis, because this is my first time really lawmaking. I've done a little bit for some other servers which I played on, but this is my first time really lawmaking, and I've kind of done the rest of it. So I might do it because it'd be quite fun for me and you guys maybe to watch. I'll consider it. But yes, this is a volcano. Ooh, cold. Why is the stone a different color? I don't know if that's cool or weird. There's lots of stone down here. I like the fact there's little clumps. We are so nearly there. Like, we're close enough that I'm considering of putting this like volcano in the law of the nation. Because maybe like pre-launch, so it'd be prehistoric technically, I guess, in the wiki. This volcano, because it looks dormant now, I guess. This volcano would have, you know, been part of. Not being part of. Sorry, I'm losing the track. Would have erupted maybe and been obviously not dormant and would have gone boom and everything would have gone dead. Oh wow, that's one hell of a crater. I see some iron over there. So let's go over there. I might be able to crank my render distance up so you guys can see the base. Well, the base spot. I don't need gravel, I need iron. Oh, and on the way down I picked up a few flowers for builds. Because I might need them. And as long as I have one, I can kill skeletons or raiders and maybe make a bone meal farm. And we can get infinite flowers from that, I guess. Because I think you can bone meal flowers for more flowers, right? I might just be going insane. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh shit! I forgot about the big jump thing. Oh, are they iron nuggets? I think they're iron nuggets. 2 of them, but it's still, money's money. How do I check my balance me? Damn, 11k, I'm rich. Guys, I'm rich. That's amazing. 11k is probably nothing in the wrong things. Slash about top. 13k is the top. Followed by 13k, 13k. I'm 4th. I reckon I can get up to first with a little bit of grinding tonight. But yeah, I want to kind of show you guys a little bit of everything, the nation building, and then I might make a few videos every so often in the kind of more of a documentary format. They'll probably be more animated with the occasional clips from in-game, but I hope that they'll never overtake it. They'll always probably run alongside this kind of series. I feel like this is a lot less kind of formal than most of like the videos that you'll see from like kind of world building things. Like they always seem to be kind of formal about how this went and how that went, and I feel like this is a lot more of a kind of informal look into kind of what goes on, which is a hell of a lot of tomfoolery mixed in with the occasional memes. Paper, I don't need that. Unless, do I have leather? I don't have leather. Right, I'm happy with the resources I got from here. There's probably more down there somewhere, but it is what it is. I want to try and show you guys this view. Okay, hold up. Come on, I can do this. Okay, no, I can't. But look, if I go up and then crouch, I can, you see, I'm kind of on the edge. But yeah, wee. Right, okay, so now let's crank up the render distance to 100. And the town should be there. Come on, I believe. I believe. Okay, well, the town hasn't rendered. Is it still rendering that way though, or is that the edge of my render distance? What's 1,000 blocks in chunks? I guess that's just. Let me get out the calculator. 1061 divided by 16. 66 chunks. Yeah, it should be in like view range. Alright, we'll just head to what? Oh, iron. But we are basically here. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to render down to there. I'm pretty sure if that's the really thin part, we have rendered to about there. I go this way a little bit. Is it going to magically render itself? Maybe we need to go just a little bit higher, but I'm very, very cautious about crashing my game right now. 147 should defo be in range. Come on. Come on. Actually, it might not be. If it's 70 chunks away, then 147 might be dead, like middle. Because it might be, if there's a dead diagonal, it'd be half. So 147, it might just be in range. Maybe I should put it up to like 80. That's definitely shown us more. So if I put my up to like 100, solid, we'll go to 200. Oh no. There we go, 200. So much just for this one down like view. But it better be worth that. Come on. Watch it not render at 200. They're still going. They're still going. I just need to see land. Just need to see some land. Come on. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, it's still rendering. It's still rendering. Oh, this is amazing. This is actually amazing. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's still going, right? It's still going. It is. It's still going. It's still going. Also, I think that palm tree is generating on top of a mushroom. Huh. But there you go. We are all the way over there. That little piece of land there. I do believe. Yeah. I thought it was going to look way better than that. Let me. Hold up, this might help it. Also, the lag is horrendous. Yeah, that's it. Right, we're now going down to like 32. Because I ain't mucking about at 200. That is killing my PC. It should have rendered at like 120. No clue why it didn't. But yeah. Right, okay, so 30 chunks renders this much. And 200 chunks renders like 20 blocks more than that. That's amazing. Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. Turn your full bright back off. But yeah, I mean, we're nearly there. Oh, oh. I mean, I've come at least 10,000 blocks now, so just 1k away. Alright, I'm going to cut away, and you'll probably next see me when I'm there. And here we are, basically. I'm just coming in. Pretty sure that's the edge of the peninsula, a little sandbank. Things get really laggy about here because of how the kind of trees have decayed, so that should clear up eventually after I'm like rendering all these chunks when my entities like wipe. So that shouldn't be like an issue forever, but I think for now it's going to be a little bit of a problem. There you go, you can see them all on my minimap, the little red dots. Yeah. Oh, white dot, there's a raider below me. But yeah, so this is basically going to be home. This is probably not going to be the capital of the nation. This is just going to be like a little city, which I want to make. Not a city even, maybe just like a little town. But I think the fact that it's like, come on map, render. There we go. It's on this kind of like, oh my god, my map is really not happy. Have I got cave mode on? I have. There we go. Right, so this, to my knowledge, is like kind of a big sea, and there's a little bit of land down here. We're so close to the world border. And this river connects all the way up to here, which connects around the back to kind of connecting to this lake here, which is behind the spawn area. So here I can trade with literally anybody on this map. And it's kind of like this kind of out point. I feel like a lot of shipping stuff would come around here. I think it'll look really good, especially if I maybe turn the entire peninsula maybe into one claim eventually. I'm thinking put maybe some dry docks here, suburbs port here. I don't know what to see, but I'm also thinking maybe a nice capital spot would be here, opposite like the first ever place. It's a donkey. He doesn't have any eyes because my resource packs don't work. But it's still a donkey, a blind one at that. But oh, it's spruce. That's amazing. Right, okay, so I have access to spruce wood here. This is all dark oak. I believe there's there's pale oak in here, I think. There's oak in here, I think. There'll be wood all around for me. This should be fine. But yeah, this is gonna be home. I'm just gonna work out what I want to do because I don't want to make a claim yet. Because the second I make the claim, I have to. Oh no. Right, zombie's dead. This guy I'm just gonna melee out. No way he's drinking health pots. I so want it to be dead again. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, we're just gonna run, and then we're gonna be really, really courageous. And run, yeah. But actually, let me try and climb onto the treetops. I just got this way. I missed. Oh my god! I'm in Vietnam. I am inside Vietnam. Oh, thank god I forgot. It spawns me like in the air next to where I died, like at least reasonably near. So we haven't lost everything. It's not all a loss. What it does mean is I got 2 free barrels, basically. Which is great. I think dying for PvP is different. But at least for if you die to PvE, which happens a lot because the raiders can be really, really powerful at times. But yeah, dying from PvP, you just kind of get this PvE. I mean, you just kind of get teleported somewhere near to wherever you died, and yeah. All right, the quickest way to do this is to go down in a barrel, find the axe, and then barrels kind of work like shulkers because you can't get shulkers. So barrels, I will show you in a second. Now, I can see them. There you go. So it shows me what's in my barrels. That's a mod of mine. Right, okay. I just got shot, which is very unkind of him. And this isn't going to get me up on the treetops, but I know what will. I think there's a few naturally generating kind of like structures over here. And I just absolutely duped that spider, if you guys saw that. Also, my sound mod is doing an absolute shift right now. Sounds amazing. But I'm going to go this way. We have so much space on this little peninsula. Like, look at how much land there is here. This is great. I should hopefully be able to really flesh this out into nice claim with a lot of roof crafts, hopefully. There we go, there's one up here. So we're going to get in that, climb up, and then I guess, yeah, I'm going to hop on the build server and we can design some things. So when I get in that tower, I will work on what I'm doing. I might make a bed. That might be the way to go. Also, to stop things from like eternally being stored, if you have a barrel inside a barrel, like this was a barrel in there, when you break the barrel it was inside, it pops and falls. Achoo, bless me. Bless me? What's going on? I don't know. Ooh, there we go. I quite like this like big jump kind of thing. But let me get we're gonna really test my potato PC's limits here by going all the way up and turning on shaders and probably free camming to see what kind of, it's not even parkour, it's just walking and I just can't do it. Alright, okay. Yeah, so I'll go all the way up here and probably test my potato PC with some shaders and a little bit of free cam to see what we are working with. Right, shaders, here we come. This is gonna grind to a halt. You're gonna watch it slowly die. Oh my god, did you guys see that? It loaded. My PC hasn't blown up yet. Oh, but the lag. The lag. The lag when I move my mouse is kind of insane. Okay, let's go into F4. So not much of it's rendered this way. There you go. This is like, basically I can show you where I am on that. I am here. So what's currently rendered is probably like this. And as you can see, we have actually like a decent chunk here. We put a little village kind of down here, and I kind of want to leave some of the forest because the forests are very like nice. So yeah, right. Gonna hop on the build server. This is such an ugly costume. The armor. There we go. Right, gonna hop on the build server and get building. Hello guys, I am now on the build server in the exact same spot. So this actually helps us see the size a hell of a lot more. So this is actually a really nice size amount of space. I only want to take up this edge with this little village. And you can already see what I've been doing like the last 3 times I tried to record this video. So we have this kind of one house already, which is going to be like next to the docks, and I want a bridge over into like a different house. I'm thinking about going with a let me have a look. Blue. I'm going to want some light blue concrete. Terracotta doesn't look very good, does it? We'll see. I kind of want to go with like a blue and white kind of scheme for this. This house I just put on, and I've just started kind of laying out the basic roadworks. So we're gonna have this lighthouse, which I think is gonna have a really nice view, considering you can just see over the treetops backwards. And if you look out, you'll be able to see the spruce trees and the big massive river, and hopefully all the ships lined up along our kind of thing. And then we have the port. So I've kind of used signs here. I don't know how much I like the signs, but we have used signs here. And we have the big crane, which I found off one of my like old build libraries, which I have here. Here we go. I've got like a new one which I'm making to have like really nice windows. But yeah, if I go back to here, you can see like it's kind of coming together. I think for now I want to continue laying out. And I'm probably gonna, yeah, call it a day soon. It's getting kind of late. So I think we're gonna want a I don't know if it's, I was about to say having like a kind of square here, but I don't think it makes sense having a square next to the lighthouse. So I think maybe if we have, I don't know, because you kind of want, the square to be kind of central. Also, I'm going to fix these whilst I talk. You want the square to be kind of central to the village, as it's kind of like meant to be like a meeting place with like markets. And obviously, I mean, it's getting up to Christmas now, and for Christmas, obviously, I probably want to build a Christmas tree in the middle of the town, kind of make everything feel a little bit more festive. So it definitely wants to be in the center, but also the lighthouse seems like a very weird building to have it like smack bang next to. I mean, I'm tempted to have a really big kind of, so what would it be? 7, then across, and this kind of, is that an odd or even number? 1, 2, that's 6, so, is it? Yes, it is. So maybe 5 is a little bit short. So if we do 9 by 7, kind of on this side, and then we do like a I guess we do it like that, a little sky bridge to connect to like maybe an 11 by 7, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe an 11 by 9 building on this side. So maybe we could put the kind of middle part here, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, my goal is to show you guys basically as much as I can, because I don't really like missing all of like the details, because somebody will be like, yeah, so I built this building, but like you'll be like, why and where? Like, I built this, I want this overarch here because I think it'll kind of complement. Oh, Grace, that's a big word. I'm dyslexic. Shit. Let's think about this one. Oh well. It'll split this area off from this area. It'll make it kind of feel different and give it its own kind of vibe. I'm thinking about either lighting these candles or replacing them with lanterns for like when it's nighttime. But I'm not completely sure yet. What are we gonna do? I think the square might work where these two lines meet, because then if you do what level are we on here? We're on this level. If you did a third one this way, which kind of left the town, just kind of create like a natural midpoint, but then you'd have to have a road go this way. How big of a space do we have to leave for that? There. Have a road go this way and then kind of fall down a little bit, which would go to like here. And I think, apart from making these not straight lines and kind of roughing them up a little bit, I think this is kind of what we want for the town. I beg this tree fella, because these trees look very awkward to mine. Also, I want to do something with this like lone birch tree. I cleared out all the trees, and this one kind of like stayed because of the way I did it. I did it with all the blocks, and I didn't know there was a birch tree. I kind of like this birch tree and that kind of tree there. I might replace it with a custom one, but I definitely want to keep a birch tree here. Because I don't know. I think I might want a smaller one than that. Because that is actually one hell of a tall birch tree. How tall is that? That is 13 blocks tall. It does kind of take away from the lighthouse having a birch tree like the same height. And the forest in general. Because this is a very large forest. So, yeah. I'm going to get rid of these rocks and place down a few more of the red outlines. Hello guys, I'm back. I've come to the conclusion. I've come to putting these in. Hold on, let me click that. There you go. I've put these in. That's in. I don't know if I'm so sure on that because it's kind of in the middle. The green are the main paths, the dark green are like the offshoots. Now, I think I put this in when you guys were here. If not, then we're going to have one this way one this way. This one I definitely put when you guys were here. But this has created kind of like a larger middle section here, which is good. Oh yeah, what I did is I connected this up, which created this kind of town hall area here. But I don't want this to be too big, because I feel like these houses might be too big of a scale for what I want to do. This is a very big house to start, but I really don't like building with large scales. I mean, hold on, let me find you some of the things which I've built. Now this is a really ugly one, but like, as you can tell, the scale is so small on these houses. Like, I really don't want to go to such a large scale. But the way that this is kind of turning out, it does appear like it's going to be absolutely massive scale wise. But also it allows you to put a hell of a lot of detail in, like there is in this one. And I do want to go very high with all my buildings because it makes everything feel a lot more like, if this is like a really high building, it kind of blocks the outside, so you feel like you're in a much more like, look how tall this angle feels. Just because you don't know that actually, like, it's not that big, it's just the one building. Everything feels so big from here because of the angle. I've done it on the front, but I really want to just, oh, there we go. Oh, that was nice. And I'm going to do it here too. But then when it's the water, we'll leave it because it's kind of got to, like, you know, angle on the edge a little bit. But yeah, we're going to build these. Probably going to put maybe like a chapel in somewhere. But that's it for this episode. I will see you guys when I make the next one, which shouldn't be too long away. Goodbye.